This is question number 1 from geometry homework number 19. The question says, a nursery plants a new tree and attaches a guy wire. A guy wire is like a wire that will help keep the tree straight to help support the tree while its roots take hold. An 8-foot wire is attached to the tree and to a stake in the ground. So if we look at this picture, we can kind of see that. Here's the 8-foot wire, and it's attached to this little stake on the ground. From the stake in the ground, the angle of elevation of the connection with the tree is 42 degrees. So angle of elevation, this is from the stake. That angle is going to be 42 degrees. Find to the nearest tenth of a foot, tenth is going to be 1 decimal place, the height of the connection point on the tree. So we can see this is a trigonometry problem. We have a side, we have an angle, and we need to find another side. So let's go ahead and label with hypotenuse, adjacent, and opposite. This will be our hypotenuse because that's our right angle. Our given angle is here, so if we go across, that's going to be our opposite, and then our adjacent will be on the bottom. So the two sides that we care about are going to be the one we're given, which is this 8-foot measurement, and then the one that we're trying to find, which is how high on the tree it needs to go. So we care about O and H. I know that's going to be my sine ratio. Since we're given a side and an angle, we're going to use regular trigonometric ratios. If we were given two sides, that's when we would have to use inverse trigonometric ratios. So regular trigonometric ratio for sine is going to be sine of theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Then we're going to plug in our theta. Our theta is 42 degrees, so sine of 42 equals opposite over hypotenuse. My opposite I don't know, so I'm going to keep that as O. Hypotenuse I do know, it's 8 feet. Then currently my O is being divided by 8, so I need to multiply by 8 on both sides to undo this. That cancels, and I'm left with O equals 8 times the sine of 42. Depending on what kind of calculator you have, you might be entering this differently. But on my calculator, I have to do 42 sine first, 42 sine, and then multiply by 8 times 8. So my answer is 5.35 something, something, something. It says nearest tenth of a foot, so that's going to be 1 decimal place. So if I cover this up, I have 5.3. I'm going to look at the decimal underneath my thumb, and it's a 5. So since it's 5 or above, it's going to bump the 3 up into a 4, and we're going to end up with 5.4. So our opposite would be 5.4. That's how far up on the tree the connection point needs to be in order to support that 8-foot wire.